What's up?
Good,
How you doing?
good. How you doing?
Good. Wait, can you hear me?
Great. Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay. How was your day? How you doing?
Good. Been working out all day. That's it.
Well, let's just get right into things. The game probably has come on already. People probably thinking about that. So let's just hop right in, okay?
Do it.
So I want to start talking about the beginning, high school. You were a really big player coming up, and you announced that you were going to Uconn via Twitter in 2011, which that was way before any players were doing things like that. Now we're accustomed to social media players announcing where they're going to go, but you were definitely ahead of the curve in that. So what went into your decision to do that, and do you think it kind of created more hype around your career at UConn?
Yeah. So with that situation, when I decided I was going to go to University of Connecticut, I tried to call Coach Calhoun multiple times, but he was actually away on a camping trip with his family and didn't have his cell phone.
Oh wow.
I went to Plan B. I was like, all right, well, if he's not going to listen, if he can't get a hold of him, I'm just going to say it publicly. So
Oh, so you just said, all right, I'm going.
yes, I tweeted it, and I got a phone call like 5 minutes later from the assistant coaches, and they're like, "Are you serious?" I'm like, "Yeah, I plan on coming to school." So that's how that went down. So I think that definitely made the hype around my name so much bigger because it was like, all right, he's a hometown kid, and he's staying at home to go to UConn too.
Wow, that's actually crazy. I did not know that you didn't tell them before you posted that.
I did not tell them no. I just tell them whether they had scholarships or not.
Wow. Okay, so you finally are in college. You get to the NCAA tournament, the biggest stage in, college basketball.
Yeah,
But you fouled out of the game with 26 minutes into the game after only scoring 2 points. But you averaged 30 points your whole, career before that.
yeah.
You guys ended up losing the game. So I know you must have felt some type of way about that. So what was going in your head in the locker room after the loss?
Yeah, so after losing to Iowa State, it was definitely a heartbreaking game because all the hard work we put in throughout the season just came to an end so abruptly, just to a team that we should have beaten. We didn't come out prepared to play. I didn't come out prepared to play. I think we underestimated them from the beginning, and they gave it to us real early. So, coming back into the locker room, it was definitely a lot of heads down. A lot of guys were sad. Me being myself, I didn't really know prior to losing the game that I was going to go to the NBA, so I wasn't sure yet. But I came in the locker room and the guy was just like, "Hey, it's a pleasure playing with you. We know you're not coming back. Like, like have a great year." Like, I'm like, "Yo, I didn't say I was leaving yet. You guys know something I don't know. Like, why, why be well? Like, I didn't say I was leaving yet." But obviously, long story short, a few weeks later, I just declared for the draft. So I guess it came to fruition.
It definitely did. You were selected by the Pistons, who you actually spent, your entire career with up until this year when you were traded to the Cavs. So did you feel kind of like a sense of betrayal, or were you happy to have a change of scenery?
No, it definitely wasn't betrayal at all. My time was up in Detroit. I'm sitting on a contract that I'm becoming a free agent this year where I have a player option. They're looking to rebuild their franchise again, start over again. So it started with me. I have a big contract that they had to get rid of. So there was no love lost. I love Detroit. Still, I consider it home. I've been there for 9 years, and no love lost at all. I love it in Cleveland. The staff there is great. The team is outstanding. We have a lot of young guys that are willing to work hard to become better. So I think we're going to be a very, very good team in the next coming years.
Okay, okay. And not only are you a pro in the NBA, but you make music as well. So talk to me about your music and who you are as an artist.
Yeah, so music started for me early, since high school, freestyling and messing around with my friends. And, later on, I kind of stopped doing it just to focus on basketball to make sure I was established in the game first before I, put it out there that I do music. So I didn't put out my first record till 2018, but I've had countless you know, I have countless albums of music. I probably have well over 1,000+ songs that I've done, probably more since, you know, 2018. And I've only put out maybe about 19 of them. And since 2018, I have 1,000+. So I have a lot of music coming. Uh, I just love music. I love music. I love the process. I enjoy, you know, being in the studio. I love listening to beats. I love having my friends there to give me different opinions. Me as an artist, I'm very, very diverse. You know, I'm not afraid to try different genres of music. I've done EDM. I've done hip hop, reggae. I've done a Spanish song. I've done everything possible, physically possible. My next thing now is to do a country song. So that's the next thing I'm working on
Oh my
right now.
God. That's so cool. And you were able to do Drummond radio on quarantine radio actually with DJ Drewski. And I noticed in your sets you were able to incorporate some of the other guys in the league who make music as well. You
Yeah.
had Aaron Gordon's diss track on there. I know Dame Lillard makes music, Lonzo Ball. So who would you say is the best MC in the league? And you can say yourself.
You know, everybody's so different in their music with the guys. A lot of guys just rap or just freestyle. They don't really make music. I think personally, like making like commercial music that you can hear on radios, I think I have that down pat. I think when it comes to bars and telling the story, Dame Lillard, but I think just like flat out being able to rap really well. Iman Shumpert is probably one of my favorite rappers as an NBA player. Lou Will is also an incredible rapper. Even DeAndre Bembry, who I just found out recently does music. There's just guys that just are super, super talented that do music in the NBA that are crossing over to that rap platform.
So would you or have you collaborated with any of these guys or any other, major artists that we might be familiar with?
Well, I'll give you one. 2 days ago, I did a song with DeAndre Bembry, who plays for the Atlanta Hawks. So we're
Okay.
working on the tape right now. There's a crazy song that I have in the works right now with a couple guys in the NBA that make music. So look out for that. I'll probably have it done within the next like 2 to 3 weeks. Put it out by the beginning of November.
Okay, y'all heard it here first. Be on the lookout. So, ultimately, I hate to say it, but basketball is going to come to an end. The ball's going to stop dribbling. So, is music something that you would want to do as your full-time career after that, or do you have something else in mind for retirement?
For me, I haven't got that far yet. My plan B as of right now is working on myself. You know, I have kids to worry about. Acting is one of my biggest passions, so I'm definitely going to step into that field too. I've already done the due diligence. I've taken classes. You know, I've been casted in different things already too. So that's my plan B when I'm done playing music. Will definitely follow suit right after that. Even DJing. I've learned how to DJ years back too, so I can even do that as well too.
So you mentioned acting. Would you want to, be in film, TV, Broadway? What's your vibe?
You know, I don't know. I'm super animated too. So comedy will be first, obviously. So that would be the easiest thing for somebody of my field to step into. Somebody who's a basketball player to step into comedy, because it'd be kind of weird to see me doing drama or action, right? I think that's something I have to work my way into.
Okay. Well, I want to make sure that we get to some of the questions from some people who asked on Instagram. So, at Zay Gaines wants to know what your most memorable moment at Uconn was.
My most memorable moment at UConn was probably first night. First night is the night where we get the crowd for the first time and everybody gets to see who you are as a freshman. And me being the noise and the cheers resonate throughout the arena. Like, it gives me chills every time I watch that video. I'll never forget it. I think that was probably one of my favorite moments, was coming out that tunnel for the first time.
Wow. So explain to me like what that moment was like. Like what was going on in your head? What was the environment like? What was the atmosphere?
I mean, obviously it was sold out. It was jam packed. Like, you couldn't hear yourself think. But I was so nervous when it was my turn. Like, I was stepping up to go out to the court next, and I'm standing on the carpet, and then they're playing the song. And then when they say my name, like, it was so loud that it just like it was piercing. Like it was just so crazy to hear just from Middletown, Connecticut. You know, Andre and me walk out and just the whole arena just erupted. So it was a feeling that I can't even explain or even put into words.
Wow, wow, wow. Okay. At Rory Cameron wants to know if you like Manchester United. Are you a soccer fan?
I'm actually an Inter fan.
Oh,
Yeah, I like Manchester. I like the Manchester. They're good.
okay. At Dylan Huggins 4 wants to know your thoughts on being shouted out on Savage Mode 2.
Dylan, that's crazy. I didn't know that till about 4 hours ago. I was just working out, and one of my bros called me. He was like, "Yo, when Savage showed you out," I said, "What?" I shoot, I didn't know that. So I played the song, and obviously that was cool. I think the past couple of years I've been shouted out on a lot of people's songs.
Really?
But that's cool.
So, do you know 21 Savage or?
In my life, I'm sure I run it though.
Oh, wow. Okay, at 7 Round asks, how did you improve your free throw shot so much?
With that was all mental. Just listening to so many people early in my career telling me to do different things instead of doing what I wanted to do. I think that was my biggest thing. It was clouding my mind, and I didn't have my own thought process because I was listening to 6, 7, 8 different people tell me to do that just for one simple shot. So I just went back to the basics. I went back home to Connecticut, and I worked out with my hometown coach, and just got the rhythm back and got the feeling and the love for the game, and not being nervous to shoot that shot. So that's kind of how I turned it around.
Okay, okay. Let me look through the comments. Make sure I'm, showing everybody some love. Are you looking to sign new artists?
Am I looking to sign new artists? I do have a label. And I do have a few artists right now, but as of right now, I'm not signing anybody else. I have about 5 people that are on my label right now. I'll probably open that up more in probably the next few months for people to sit down and meet.
So, what kind of artists do you have on your label right now?
I have an R&B artist. I have a Latin artist. I have artists. I have. Yeah.
Okay, very diverse. I like that. Let me see. How did you feel receiving your first offer from a college?
I don't remember that because I got it at such a young age. I don't even know. I don't know what my reaction was. I was probably like 14, 15 years old when I got my first college offer, and it was from Indiana. I know that for sure. They sent me a lot of letters, actually. Indiana sent me a lot of letters. North Carolina, uh, Georgetown, definitely another one I was frequently shown. But yeah, but just I don't mean I can make something. I was probably just hyped like any other kid would be hyped just to get any school that's interested in you, especially being from a small town in Connecticut, having all these major colleges looking at somebody like me that is in a little town.
Okay, okay. So, would you ever go back to the Pistons?
Would I ever go back to the Pistons? Again, like I said before, there's no love lost at all. I mean, no bad blood. I love Detroit, love the city, love the Tom Gores obviously taking a chance on me at 9, a kid that's 18 years old from Middletown, Connecticut, and give me a chance to come into a man's league and make a name for myself. So I can never have any ill feelings for anybody who took a chance nobody else wanted to take. So definitely love Detroit.
Okay, okay. That's a good answer. That's a good answer. Okay, I'm gonna ask one more question from the viewers. How did you learn the art of shot blocking?
How did I learn the art of shot blocking? It's all about timing and just reaction. That's really all it is. There's nothing to really learn when it comes to this. It's all about your timing and knowing when somebody's going to do, knowing your scouting report on what kind of shots guys like to take. I'll give you an example, like playing against John Wall is here. So playing against him today, he is very, very crafty. So one of those things you just got to play cat and mouse with them. It's a guessing game. That's all it is.
All right. Well, thank you so much for coming and talking to us.
You're
I'm
welcome.
gonna ask you one more thing because you know the game is on right now. So, who do you have winning the NBA Finals?
If it was an option, I'd want them both to lose. But since I have, since I have to choose, I mean, obviously the Lakers look really good right now, but I don't want to count Miami out at all because they
Okay,
played really, really well and they do play really hard too. So I don't think they're going to just lay down and take an ass whooping. I think they're going to play to the best of their ability and give it all they have.
that's not a definite answer though.
I don't have an answer. That was my that was
Okay. Well, thank you so much for coming on. Okay. All right. See ya.